This video will cover the volume and surface area of a prism. In particular, we'll do examples for the rectangular and triangular prisms. So volume. Remember how to find the volume of a rectangular prism? The formula was length times width times height. So for this one, we have a length of 10, a width of 6 feet, and a height of 5 feet. So 10 feet times 6 feet times 5 feet equals 300 feet cubed. Sorry about that. And that's the area of a rectangular prism. But look, length times width would actually represent the area of the base. So if this is a rectangular prism and the base is the bottom rectangle, right, the area of the base, length times width times the height of the prism. So again, same answer here, but 10 feet times 6 feet is the area of the base. The height of the prism is 5 feet. Multiply them, you get 300 feet cubed. So now this formula, that we just see, we can use this for all prisms, not just the rectangular prism. So to find the, use this new formula, let's try to find the volume of this triangular prism. So again, the base will be the triangle. All right, well, what's the area of the base? Now we have to use a different formula for the area base. It's not going to be length times width because it's not a rectangle. It's a triangle. And the area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height, where this base is the base of the triangle and this height is the height of the triangle. So the base is 15 and the height is 8 centimeters. So 1/2 times 15 times 8 equals 60 centimeters squared. Okay, and that is this part, right, the area of the base. Now we have to do the height. Again, this height is the height of the prism. And the height of the prism in this case, right, this is a right prism. So the area of, the height of this prism is always going to be, what we learned before, is an altitude, which is a perpendicular segment from base to base, right? Well, in this case, that's going to be, since it's a right prism, and these are all congruent. These are the lateral edges. So that's going to be 12 centimeters. So 60 centimeters times 12 centimeters equals 720 centimeters cubed. And that is the volume of our rectangular prism. So again, we can see how we got from what we learned from the rectangular prism, which was length times width times height, which was really the area of the base times the height of the prism. So you'll be able to use this formula for anything. If you had a pentagonal prism, then you would find the area of the pentagon base and then multiply it by the height of the prism. So how do we find the surface area of a triangular prism? Well, let's remember again how we found the surface area for the rectangular prism, right? We found the area of each face and we add to get the total surface area of the 3D object. So in this case, there are 6 faces. There's the front and back, and that is 10 feet by 5 feet, which is 50 feet. There's 2 of them, front and back, 100 square feet. Then we have the left and right, so 2 more faces. Each of them are 6 by 5, which is 30 times 2 equals 60 feet squared. And the top and the bottom, and their dimensions are 10 feet by 6 feet, which is 60, times 2, which is 120 square feet. And then we add them all together. So 100 square feet plus 60 square feet plus 120 square feet equals 280 square feet. And that is the surface area of this triangular prism. So how would we find the surface area for this triangular prism? The same thing. Find the area of each face and add to get the total surface area. In this case, there's only 5 faces. There's the 2 bases and then 3 lateral faces. So first find the area of each face. First let's find the area of the base. Again, so now we're not doing length times width because our base is a triangle. Okay? So the height is still 8 centimeters. The base is still 15 centimeters. The area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 times 15 times 8 equals 60 centimeters squared. But wait, there are two surfaces with this area, right? Because, oops, I wanted to do that in green, so let me just change that to green. So remember, prisms have two congruent parallel bases. So there's two triangles with that same surface area. So 2 times 60 centimeters is 120 centimeters squared. So we have those two surfaces. Now we have to find the 3 lateral faces. So the first one here is going to have dimensions of 13 and 12. Now we're back to rectangles. So length times width, 12 centimeters times 13 centimeters is 156 centimeters squared. The second lateral face will be this bottom one here, highlighted in blue. Those dimensions are 15 by 12. So 12 centimeters by 15 centimeters is 108 centimeters squared. And then we have the one over here on the left, the yellow one highlighted in yellow. Those dimensions, again, remember each of these lateral faces are all 12. So this would be 12 by 9 centimeters. And that is 108 centimeters squared. And then we add them all together. So 120, that was for the two triangle bases, plus 156, the one over here on the right. 180 centimeters squared, the one on the bottom, and 108 centimeters squared, the one on the left, and we get a total of 564 centimeters squared. And that's how you find the surface area. For any prism, you're going to find the area of each face, and those faces may change from rectangles to triangles to some other type of polygon, but once you find the area of each face, you add them together, and you got the total surface area.